Nigeria, welcome to Social Media Scoop, your daily dose of trending videos, trending hashtags, and topics shaping conversations nationwide. Today, we're diving into Niger State, where the governor is telling his residents to sharpen their karate skills because they will be defending themselves. And good news for investors as Dangote is bringing good news to them. All this and more we will be talking about on Social Media Scoop. So stay with me. Let's navigate this digital wave together. Hello Nigeria, I'm Chioma Ebisi and welcome to Social Media Scoop. Let's begin. Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, has made interesting announcements stating that Dangote Petroleum will list about 5 to 10% of his shares on the Nigerian exchange. He stated this in an interview with SP Global, where he says he wants to mirror the same move he did for Dangote Cement and Dangote Sugar. He stated that he plans to own about 65 to 70% and gradually release shares to investors as their appetite grows. Let's take a look at how Nigerians reacted to this good news on social media. Our first reaction on X with the handle Lookman tweeted, "Have they started selling shares yet? Some of us can't wait." Another reaction with the handle Eme of Kuviland tweeted, "He wants to protect his business from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu by allowing him or other persons of interest to have a bit in his business." A final reaction with the handle at Ja Abdul Kadir tweeted, "Dangote should be meticulous about who buys his shares, where the money comes from to the last detail. A lot of interests are unhappy about his entry into the oil industry this big. Some trump-up charges could follow up to tag him a beneficiary of corrupt system symbolic with Nigeria." I have with me a guest, a seasoned journalist, Lawal Dahiru. It's an honor to have you here once again.
Thank you for having me, Chioma, and good day to our viewers.
Thank you for being here. So you've seen the announcement by Aliko Dangote. You've seen reactions of Nigerians, but this promises to boost the confidence of investors in Nigerian oil sector. And some school of thought say this is just a strategic way for him to expand his business. And some think this is a good thing to attract foreign and international investors. Quickly, what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, a month ago, the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, made a statement. He said Dangote is not. He said Dangote is not a person; he is an institution.
Yes.
That every Nigerian needs to jealously guard and protect.
Of course.
This is coming from the fact that we always cry about how we import everything and anything that we need.
Yes.
So this is 350,000 barrel per day refinery. It's a plus for us. Do you understand? It's a plus for us. So now there are already controversies, so to say, surrounding the refinery. Do you understand? So even if people think that he's just being strategic to protect his business, then my question is it not worth it? To me, it is.
It is. I feel so too.
Yeah, it is very worth it. Let him protect the business, because when more hands are in the business, then everybody will have the interest of wanting to protect it.
Exactly.
That is it for me. Then again, it now takes journalists also will now be more interested in even seeing what is happening in this, because the public is now involved. Do you understand? So there is going to be a bird's eye view on what is going on, what is right. I think they can now be held more accountable than when
because listing it shows transparency.
Yes, than when it's just them.
When it's private.
Yeah, when it's just them handling it. So again, you talk about there's the benefits are that you talk about this transparency of a thing. Then you talk about
investors
coming
for the energy sector.
Yes, the energy sector. We are going to have more petroleum products.
Exactly.
There's going to be more employment.
Exactly.
Now he's already just at 650. You know, he intends to also increase it to about 1.4 million barrels.
Yes.
So do you understand? So all this, if you put it into account, I feel is a good move. The federal government wants to also go to OPEC and tell them to increase our quota from 1.5 million barrels per day to 2 million barrels per day. What this means, if we have this, we'll now be exporting the crude. But when he does this and now do the final expansion, instead of exporting it, we are going to have what we process here and export. Then our GDP is going to be, then gradually we'll see an improvement in the economy.
So it's a welcome development.
To me, it is. To me, it is.
Thank you for that analysis. Moving on. In a now viral video, Nigerian police is seen allegedly forcing a young man into a vehicle that has no plate number. Eyewitness reports say that this young man refused a random phone check. This is coming after several senior police officers have stated that Nigerian police have no right to check the phones of young citizens or citizens in general without an investigation ongoing. Let's take a look at this video and how Nigerians reacted to this trending video across the Niger social streets. A first reaction on X with the handle at Gentle Chide said, "Again and again, Nigerian police continuously act recklessly and continue to intimidate and dehumanize innocent citizens. We need more action from police. Citizens are getting to a tipping point before they resort to massive protests. We don't want another EndSARS, but it's coming." That's a warning from that user. Another reaction with the handle UC tweeted, "How are these police officers with this kind of behavior and unregistered vehicle? They should be classified as kidnappers because police officers don't behave this way. Until Nigerians start dealing with this, before Inspector General of Police and Nigerian government will do something." Lawal, I'm sure you saw that video. You can see how the young man raised an alarm. And within the week, we've seen several videos in Asaba of a police officer shooting the tire of a vehicle. We've seen a DPO slapping and manhandling citizens. What, again, can we do to stop or just totally eradicate police brutality in this country?
So it's a very tricky situation and unfortunate. You know, we keep saying citizens don't understand the law. Do you understand? And there's a need to educate citizens on the laws of the land. But it's now beginning to appear that even the law enforcers are ignorant of the law.
They do not understand the law.
Do you understand? So who is going to do the education? who is going to do the enforcement? Because searching somebody's phone now around December 13th last year, 2024. There was a statement, there was an issue by the Inspector General of Police.
Yes.
Do you understand? Particularly around that video, because it was becoming too much.
Yes.
In that statement, he said these people are the police officers that do this, they are smearing the image of the police force.
Exactly.
Which is true. The police is not rosy in the eyes of the citizen. So when you keep doing this thing, you are even making citizens lose confidence the more.
And police is supposed to be our friend.
Well, and they always tell you this. They always tell you this. But then reverse is the case. In that statement, the Inspector General of Police himself said some of these things were the result of the NSAS protest that we cannot forget as a nation. Do you understand?
Exactly.
So why do these police officers keep doing the same
keep
thing?
repeating
At
the
that
same
time,
pattern.
in that statement also, he said there is going to be a monitoring committee who is going to now handle errant officers.
Okay.
Do you understand? So then, another thing is we are good at giving out statements without follow-up. That's another honest opinion that I think. Okay, after that statement, what were the monitoring mechanisms?
How did they follow
the people that have aired from December 2024
till now?
How many people have you
cautioned?
Not cautioned now. How many people have you punished? Forget caution. No, then yes, when you don't. I'm trying to be as realistic as I can.
Yes, I understand.
Caution, you know, when somebody does something the first time, it could be a mistake. He does it the second time, you can still excuse him for it. But when he now does it again, then it now becomes carelessness. Do you understand? So you have been doing. Okay, you mentioned somebody slapped somebody, then the one that shot. Do you understand?
Yes.
So now, how do we go about this? For me, you said you are going to set up a monitoring committee. Let's see that monitoring committee in action. Then secondly, not even setting up what is going to be the punishment of anybody who violates
like the police officer in Asaba that shot the tire of a moving vehicle. He's been arrested. He's in cell. Then the other DPO that slapped a citizen, I heard he's been called back. He's been redeployed. Okay, so we need to see more action that shows you that you need to respect the uniform. You need to respect the flag. Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
This is not to say that of course there are issues that they can search phones. Do you understand? Maybe when there is an intelligence report
or an ongoing investigation.
Yes, according to their criminal preceding law.
Exactly.
When there's an ongoing investigation, you have the right to. But let's not be reckless like we see
harassing young people.
Yeah, like we see every day. It's not going to be good. Let the monitoring committees be active. Then let there be scapegoats. Do you understand? In sociology, you correct issues by handling at least a part of the population. You understand? You can remember when we were younger in classes in our schools, when they come and keep quiet, but you notice that when a teacher comes and canes one person,
yes,
the whole class goes quiet.
That's true.
So the police need to go in.
So are you saying they should
they should look for their own type of cane? That's what I mean.
And issue it.
Yeah. So that's.
Thank you for that solution.
So.
Moving on, Governor Mohammed Bago'S of Niger State has stated that his government will not be negotiating with terrorists, and neither will they pay ransom money for kidnapped victims. He has stated that residents should be ready to defend themselves. Let's take a look at how Nigerians reacted to this trending announcement. Our first reaction with the handle at Goodhead said, "Me hearing I will have to defend myself against bandits when I can't even defend myself in an argument without crying." That's a hilarious reaction. Another reaction with the handle Nwa Fresh on X tweeted, "I think the governor should also suggest that the federal government hand over the security budgets of Niger State to the people so that they can get weapons to protect themselves. You can't collect security tax from the people and tell them to protect themselves." Another handle, Money X49, tweeted on X, "When chief security officer of a state says, 'Defend yourself,' it's a deep statement. To me, it means that you are on your own. Sunday Jackson, who defended himself against Fulani herdsmen, terrorists, na death sentence Justice Kereke Ekun give am. Make una stay, make they pie una." What's your take on this announcement by Governor Bago? And what's also your take on reactions of Nigerians on this?
See, honestly speaking, all these reactions, they are valid as far as I'm concerned. But if the primary responsibility of every government, we know it, protection of lives and property.
Okay.
Do you understand? Everybody knows this. But what becomes of the citizen when those who are supposed to protect you tell you to defend yourself? In 2023, around 2020 to 2023, the then governor of Zamfara State also made a similar statement saying that citizens should now carry weapons to protect themselves.
Carrying weapons, are they not illegal?
At that time, I wrote a piece. I titled it "Self-Defense or License to Kill." Okay, that was what I titled it. I tried to bring statistics that even the so-called developed country that we always try to copy, do you understand? Emulate. They just don't show it. They just don't show it. But these things are deeply entrenched. Imagine I hold a weapon, somebody annoys me. You know how emotions can run. Yes. I just go to my room, pick the gun, and shoot them.
That's gun violence. Yes.
So that was, he said that in 2023. And you see this man now saying this. Somebody's already saying, okay, let them give the citizens the budget of the state to go and get weapons to
defend themselves.
To defend themselves. So it's very, very concerning. The issue of insecurity is huge, it's complex. We have been battling it for over a decade in this country.
Yes.
I don't know what the problem is.
I'm telling you.
I can't even tell you anymore. Some will say government is involved. Some will tell you that what you call now is because the armed forces are not well funded. Some will tell you that okay, they are well funded, but some of them they are not fully paid. So they cannot even take risks, because if they die in the line of duty, who protects their family or who fends for their family?
Exactly.
That being said, they still do what they do, because even as we say now we sleep with our eyes closed, they are still part of the reason why we're with one eye closed. They are still part of the reason why we are able to sleep with one eye closed. But instead of giving this kind of, for me, it's a careless statement. I think they should see how we can. The issue of state police is dragging. Do you understand? This thing should come to law, and let's practicalize and see how it's going to bring down crime in our various states. That's what I have to say about it.
Thank you for that insight. Thank you, Lawal. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll be taking our heartbeat story and be looking at Davido's new appointment. Let's take a break.
What's up, people? It's your boy Mayocon.
Your boy Perry DMW up in this.
Guys, my name is IK Bona, Hollywood actor and producer.
Okay, madam, so style.
It's your girl in Kechi Blessing Sunday, aka Omo Logo Dida One.
Keep watching Kaftan TV.
And this is Kaftan TV.
Don't go nowhere, don't touch that dial.
This is Kaftan TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it locked.
I will say so. Opa.
Keep watching Kaftan TV. Don't touch that dial.
Welcome back. This is still Social Media Scoop, and I'm Chioma Ebisi, where we give you the trendiest gist. And the gist on the Niger social streets is that Nigerian music superstar Davido has been appointed the chairman of Osun State Sports Trust Fund. These are spark conversations online. Let's take a look at how Nigerians are reacting to this trending announcement. On X, we have the handle Omo Niger. He tweeted, "For many of you mourning over this appointment, you and I know Davido is richer than the whole of Osun, even the past and the current governor. His appointment is indeed a deliberate zeal to serve the people with his acquired wealth and not to come and steal from the states he is richer than." Another comment with the handle Gidi Bobo tweeted, "Now this is madness. What does he know about football? What experience does he have? Will he even have the time? What does he know about the states?" This person is just raising questions. Another handler, Occupy Nigeria, tweeted, "At least Davido gets track record way clear. Cultural impact, youth mobilization, brand exports, no be the square peg inside round hole. For once, it no be bad decision. Na cruise, but it fits work." Lawal, I think this announcement by the governor is aimed at just boosting sports development, because Davido is a superstar. He's not actually going to be the person involved in the sports and everything, but it's a boost for the sporting sector in Osun State. That's how I feel. That's my take on it. But tell me, what's your take on this?
Okay, I think even as Nigerians, sometimes we need to start taking a closer look at issues than just going into them with all the adrenaline that pumps out of us. Trust fund. He's chairing the committee. He's chairing it. He doesn't have anything to do with the technicalities of football, or not football now, sports. You understand? Our sports are going down gradually. If you look around, we have not had, apart from the Super Falcons, if you go to other sports, even football, do you understand? It's like a disaster in our sporting this thing. Part of our complaint has always been the fact that, okay, there is no funding to train people, no funding to hire competent coaches to do all the things that are required,
and even send or not enough resources to send them on some of these tournaments.
So you see all those things. So at the state level, these people have now brought in Davido, not necessarily for him to even use his own money. Do you know, like in public relations, there's something as third party endorsement. You just bring, or in advertising, you just bring in these people in order to attract people.
Yes.
So some people can say, okay, if Davido is here, something good can come out. Can come out of it. Then they would invest more in the sporting activities of the states. More money for the states to develop the sports generally in the state. That is at their state, and I feel what they are doing is what they did is okay. He has nothing to do in the technicalities of the sport. It's just the fund, trust fund,
and attracting investment.
Yeah, attracting investment.
And he's a superstar. He has that following.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. That's why I brought in the issue of public relations. You understand? That's why I say we need to stop looking at issues with an adrenaline rush. Let us look at it closely and make reasonable comments.
Thank you for that insight. I share the same thoughts with you. Moving on, in our heartbeat story, 18-year-old Mohammed Sani is setting Nigeria on the global map by becoming the youngest commercial pilot. He got his license after completing and earning the United States Federal Aviation Administration in commercial multi-engine pilot. This is a remarkable achievement for Nigeria and the aviation sector. What's your thoughts?
Okay, it's very interesting, but it has always been interesting for us when we see our people in diaspora, do you understand, flourishing.
Yes.
It always brings that smile on our face.
Exactly.
Whenever you see a Nigeria perform so well outside, you see how we all rally around them.
We're proud.
As Nigeria, proud. But then, what happens? It needs to come closer home.
Okay.
See, I'm very happy for this guy. Congratulations to him, and more feathers to his cap. Do you understand? But as proud as we are, these things need to come close. We need to see young people flourishing. Do you understand? Some people are so excellent, but we just tend to abandon them, or because of the abandonment,
they don't have enough push or sponsorship to excel. So
they just go excel in other places and make those places grow beyond. Do you understand? Things that we can. You understand? So this type of stories can tell you that, okay, besides scam, there is something good out of the Nigerian heritage. It's good. But then my call, so to say, is that we need to start to see how we can support exceptionally to thrive within the four corners of Nigeria. You understand? That is what I can briefly say to this.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good insight. Still in our heartbeat story, 15-year-old Abo Adogo has got a perfect SAT scores of 1,600. He attends Graceland International School, Port Harcourt. Lawal, when I was looking at this young man, his achievements, they were enormous. I couldn't even read through everything, but it's a good one for Nigeria. What's your thought again? Yeah,
so even if you read through, you may not even be able to remember.
The guy is a child genius, honestly.
He is a genius. There are three things that can come out of this. The child probably see this somehow relates to the earlier story you spoke about. Yes. So you could start seeing people coming for him for scholarships and what have you before you know it.
But it's our own. No, he's going nowhere.
No, I'm not saying. It's possible. Don't be surprised.
Yes, of course. We've seen it in other cases too now.
So people coming for him, then he goes and
they export our brains.
Yes, they export our brains. Then another thing is that the school itself is going to get. It's a good thing for the school.
Recognition.
Yeah, for them, they're probably going to get more sponsors also. People want to
more
enroll.
patronage.
Yeah, will also want to. Then the image thing again is very, very important. Do you understand? It's going to show that Nigerians are brilliant.
We are intelligent.
Yeah, it's going to
people.
continuously prove how brilliant we are. But then, to my previous point, we need to start seeing how we can utilize this brilliance at home. Let us, and practically, that is the difference between science and technology. Do you understand? Science is more like the brain, technology is more like the practical.
Exactly.
We are so good in the brain. Do you understand?
We need to.
But we have yet to possess that ability to translate it into technology. That is what we are lagging. And with people like this and proper support, we should be able to as a country, honestly speaking. And I really want to see Nigeria doing something for herself.
Yes.
You understand?
We're intelligent people, we're talented people, who are known all over the world for that. We have that good image.
Let us try to now translate this intelligence, that is the science now, into technology, the practical aspect where it touches our lives.
Every aspect.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lawal Dahiru. Thank you so much for your insightful analysis. It's been wonderful having this conversation with you. And it's a pleasure always having you here. And I must say, you look handsome as usual.
Thank you. Thank you, man. You're looking bad yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Lawal. Yeah. That's all the time permitted for us on Social Media Scoop. I still remain Chioma Ebisi, and this is where I give you your daily dose of gist, trending videos, trending conversations happening across social media. Catch you next time. Bye.